Finally, a chance to sit down, get away from work, and relax. It's been a while since I've been able to take a good break like this. Hello. I would just like a cup of coffee, please. Thank you very much. Huh? That person. They don't look so good. I wonder if they're all right. Maybe I should ask? Excuse me, are you all right? Oh no, they're crying. Did I startle them? Are you all right? I'm so sorry. Did I scare you? Don't be afraid. I'm Momo Yayorozu, Pro Hero Creati. I'm sorry to intrude, but I couldn't help noticing that you were crying. It sounds like something is really upsetting you. I see. So there is something upsetting you. Would you like to talk about it? Of course you're not bothering me. I can't just stand by while someone is upset. It would be wrong of me. So please. How about we talk about this over some coffee? Excuse me, waiter. Could you add another coffee to my order? Yes, thank you. Let's sit somewhere over here where it's a little bit more private. They do indeed seem to be distraught over something. Huh? Oh my goodness, no. You are not bothering me at all. No. In fact, I'm glad that I'm here to help. I want to be of as much help as I can. Of course. Go ahead. A breakup? Oh my goodness. So that's what it was. I'm sorry to hear that. Indeed. You seemed like you cared about them very much. It must be so hard on you. Have you talked to anyone else about this? Such as your family? No family at all? Not even any distant relatives? Well, what about your friends? Do they know? No friends either? Oh no, I'm so sorry. The poor dear. They've been sitting here by themselves, wallowing in their despair, with no one to help them. How terrible. Think, Momo. You have to do something. You can't just leave them sit here by themselves all alone. If it's all right, would you mind talking to me for a while? I know that I'm a complete stranger, and I may not be the best at talking with people, but I want to do my best to help you. As a pro, it's the right thing to do. And I don't want to leave you alone. Of course I do. Of course I mean it. Right then. Of course. I'm right here and ready to listen. Oh! It seems like our coffee has arrived. Thank you very much. Now go on ahead. Take your time. Thank you very much for the coffee. Please keep the change. I insist. That was a fun little conversation we had. I didn't know that you were so much into the economy. Yes, My father holds shares in some of the world's top businesses, so I'm quite invested in the economy myself. Oh, no. I don't want you to think any differently of me, just because I'm a rich man's daughter. I don't want you to think of me any differently. I'm still just a normal pro-hero. It was actually quite refreshing for me to talk about something other than business for once. Huh? It's no trouble at all. I'm just glad that I was able to help you. Oh, no, please don't bow. You don't have to. Please, stand up. They're so respectful. It's quite nice. Quite refreshing that there are still people out there like that. Reminds me of Midoriya in a way. I would like to wonder. Oh dear. I wonder. If you don't mind, would you like to talk like this again sometime? Huh? Why? It's just, well, I enjoy talking to you quite a bit. And, you seem like a very respectable person. One of the only people that I can talk to without getting all into a philosophical conversation. Really? You would? Great then. Let me just write down my number for you. My hands are shaking? Why? Calm down, Momo. Think calmly and focus. It's just a few numbers. Why are my thoughts so scattered? Here you are. Just send me a message when you get it. Or put it into your phone. And let me know that it's you. Maybe we can meet up like this again sometime. Yes, indeed, I would like that. Great then. I will talk to you soon then. Farewell for now.
Here you go. Yes, of course, no problem. You're welcome. Oh! It's you again. Hello there. Huh? Oh, no. I'm fine. I'm at my limit with creation for today. So I think I might have overdone it. I'm fine. I can still... Maybe I'm not alright after all. I probably went overboard. Yes. That would be wonderful. Could you carry me back to the agency, please? I'm sorry that this is so much trouble. Thank you so much. Thank you again. I'm really sorry. Take care of me? For what, silly? You have no reason to... For last time? Well, if you want to consider it as a repayment, you can if you want. I won't think any different of it either way. Yes. Creation? Well, it uses the lipids and fats in my body in order to create objects. As long as I know the materials that make up an object, I can create it. But it can't be any organic things. Yes, it can't be vegetables and fruits, or... yes, and of course not people. That would be a little over extreme. Yes, indeed. I don't know what it would be like if that would happen. No, I don't make everything that I own. My family is quite rich, so I was spoiled a lot as a child and as a teenager. I had everything I ever wanted or needed. Sometimes my classmates wouldn't really understand it, especially when I would bombard them with all these rich things, and I would feel really bad about it later. Of course, they would say it was no big deal, but I know that it's not easy. Huh? Well, I'm glad you don't think any different of me. That's quite nice of you. Anyway, I should probably rest here for a while. You should probably get going. Huh? Wait, what? You're going to stay here? But what for? Take care of me? Well, it... Oh, goodness, Momo. This is embarrassing. Well, no, it's not that I mind it or anything. It's just, I wasn't expecting it. No, All right. You can stay if you'd like. You're welcome. To drink? There should be some black herbal tea in the cupboard. Yes, it's one of my favorites. I do have a wide variety, though. Thank you. This'll hit the spot just nice. Very good. Very delectable. Do you have a favorite type of tea? Ah, lemon ginger tea, huh? That one's always a good one, especially for when you're sick. I'm not sick. I'm just tired. This herbal tea will help me. Caffeine? I only have coffee on rare occasions, like the one where we first met. Yes, coffee is more of like a treat that I have. I don't have it all the time. Tea is something that I have all the time, and sometimes I worry that I might drink too much. Yes, it's quite enjoyable, and I'm sorry, I'm getting really nervous for some reason. Yes, I don't understand why. I talked to you fine the other day, and I've talked to you fine over the phone, so I don't understand why I'm feeling so nervous now. Emotions? Well, I wouldn't say it's specifically emotions per se, but it's like a feeling in my chest. Anyway, never mind that for now. It's just really good to be talking with you again. Yes. It seems like you're doing a lot better than you were the last time I saw you as well. You were finally seemed to resemble some happiness, and I'm grateful for that. Thanks to me. Like I said before, all I'm glad is that I was able to help. And yes, I mean every word of it. As a pro hero, and as your friend. Yes, I believe we can say that we've become friends now. If you don't mind me saying that, of course. Great. Although, I wouldn't mind being more than friends. Huh? What? Nothing. I didn't say anything. It must have been your imagination. Huh? Oh, you're right. I should probably finish my tea before it gets too cold. A nice warm cup of tea always hits the spot, especially when I'm tired. Yes, indeed. Tea is like comfort, and it reminds me of home a lot as well, and my days back in UA. Yes, I was the vice class representative of my class. Well, that's nice of you to say, but I definitely wasn't in the top of our class. Well, I was in terms of academics, but in terms of physical and practical abilities, I definitely wasn't on the top of the list. Yes, those spots were saved for our top 30 students, Bakugo, Todoroki, and Midoriya. They're all famous pro heroes now. Indeed, they worked very hard to get where they are, and I'm very happy for them. I'm just happy to be a pro hero at all. I never thought I would be able to make it as one. Huh? I see. You wanted to be a pro as well? I'm sorry. But don't give up. If you can still get certified, you still might be able to become one. I wouldn't give up on it just yet. If you need any help with it, or you have the desire to again, let me know, and I'll do everything in my power to help you. Absolutely. I would love that. I feel a little better now. At least I can finally stand again without falling over. Yes, it was quite embarrassing. I apologize for you having to take care of me like that. It made me feel like a little child again. No, I didn't mind it. It's just... I haven't had it happen to me in a long time. Yes. And now I feel like I owe you something. Why don't you come with me? I'm going to take you somewhere. Where? That is a surprise. All right, here we are. Why do you seem so surprised? I told you it was going to be a surprise. Well, I guess that was sort of redundant, but... You and I both like economy, so I kind of assumed that you would like to do some shopping. Would you enjoy that? I thought so. I actually wanted to do some browsing myself. So, why don't we head towards that way? Right then. What kind of items would you like? Oh. So, you're more into the trending stuff. It's not that I have a problem with it, I never know what's trendy these days. I'm always more into what I feel comfortable in, and mainly what my hero costume looks like. Yes. I have a feeling that people ask about my costume a lot. Mainly because of the fact that it's so open in the front. But there is a reason for that. If you haven't figured it out already. That's what I thought that you'd say. And you're absolutely correct. The front of my suit is open because it allows me to create items from the front of my body as well, giving me more room to create larger objects. Yes, otherwise it would rip a hole in my costume in order to make something. Yes, that would end up being very, very unprecedented, and it would take a long time to fix. Yes, indeed. I have a feeling that a lot of people assume that my costume is used for other reasons, but I can assure you that my costume is built for nothing like that. I'm glad that you agree with me. Well then, shall we go? There's so many items in here. I don't even know how you managed to go through them all. So, what do you normally like to get? Oh, I see. Those are very beautiful. They're very stylish as well. Huh? Oh? Oh, okay then. I just caught you staring at one of those expensive shirts over there. Well, if you would like, I could buy it for you. No. It's no trouble. After all, I already caused you enough grief today. I mean, you literally had to carry me back to my agency. This was probably one of the least of things that I could do. Absolutely. Every penny is worth it. Now, let's see. Let's see what color would look the best on you. Judging by your tastes and what I know about you, I'm guessing that you were looking at the lilac one here. What do you think? Did I guess right? Seems I did. Well then, this one it is. But now we can't just have a shirt all by itself. We'll need a bottom to go with it. A nice tasting bottom to fit perfectly with it. Of course, it doesn't have to be expensive like the top does, but it can be. It just depends on what you like. Oh, no. Nothing is too big or too small in my world. As the pro hero I am, my hero name, Creati, means the ability to create everything. The everything hero. And obviously I know that I can't create everything, but I can still do my best. And I always want to try my hardest. Yes, indeed. Why don't we continue browsing for a little longer? It seems that you're enjoying yourself. Very well then, let us continue. It seems like I got a little overboard. Yes, we both kind of went on an extravaganza here. I agree. It was definitely a smorgasbord. Speaking of which, would you like to get some dinner? It is quite late. Yes. I think that it would be a real treat for us to have dinner together. Let's go. This looks like a fine restaurant. Huh? Oh, come now, what did I say? No price is too big or too small. Let's go on in. All right then. Let's see what we can order. Pick anything you like. What do I like? I'm not really picky. I just make sure to order a lot of food so that I can make enough lipids for my quirk. Especially after what happened. Yes, my body takes quite a while to recharge. So, even though it may not seem like the healthiest option, it's the best thing to do in order to get the lipids up in my body. Yes. That's why I normally go for the endless buffets. That way I can get as much as I want. Oh, that sounds like an interesting meal. Yes, I can see that you're drooling. Of course not. You can absolutely get that if you want. You're welcome. I'll have the endless buffet, please. Thank you. Now then, I would like to wonder, would you mind doing this more often with me? I mean, it's not like who am I kidding? I do admit I do get quite lonely sometimes. I mean, I do have some friends from UA, and we talk on several occasions, but it gets kind of lonely sometimes. Yes, of course, I mentioned this when we first talked. It was kind of embarrassing to admit at the time, but I do admit it. I'm not the greatest when it comes to social interaction, so I don't have a lot of friends. Well, really close friends. So, I was wondering, would you like to become one to me? You would? Wow, that's wonderful. I'm glad, and I'm truly grateful. I never expected anyone to actually take interest in that. Yes, indeed. I am not normally one to ask people these kinds of questions. I'm normally good at taking charge and doing things on my own. But this time I'm the one asking for your assistance. At least I'm glad that you accept. No, you're not being a bother to me. Why do you ask? No. Why in the world would you think that? I mean, why on earth would I ask you to be my friend if I thought you were annoying? I see. You had people picking on you? I'm terribly sorry. But don't worry. I don't think of you that way at all. I absolutely promise. Oh, right. They brought the plates out. I should probably go get my, plate. Be right back. All right then. There we go. Yes, I know. It's a lot. But it's as much as I need to take in as much fat as I need. Yes, especially after what happened. Again, I can't thank you enough for that. Well then, let's dig into our food. I'm sorry if I eat so fast. I just generally like to eat fast so the fat can store up quicker. Yes. Well then, I guess that was all of it. Yes, I know that I ate quite fast, and no, I don't normally get stomach aches from this kind of thing. Well, even if I do, I have the ability to burn it off some of the extra fat by creating some items. Actually, I actually wanted to make something for you, if you don't mind. Yes. All right then. And there. What do you think? No, not at all. I figured since you said that you liked trendy items, I saw this on the hot on sale section in one of the stores. So I figured maybe that you would like this. I'm pretty sure it's called Gucci or something? I don't know. But anyway, I hope that you enjoy it. You're absolutely welcome. Well, it's getting really dark outside. We should probably head on back. Yes, it looks like we'll have to go our separate ways once again. Farewell. Good night. Yes, I'll see you soon. And thanks once again for everything. I hope I have the right address. Oh! Good morning. Merry Christmas. And to you as well. I wanted to come here actually because I wanted to give you something, if you don't mind. May I come in? Thank you very much. Your house is quite nice. Is that your family over there in the living room? I'm terribly sorry if I'm interrupting something. Huh? Hello there. I'm Momo Yaoyorozu, Pro Hero Creati. It's nice to meet you. You're welcome. I'm just doing my job. Sure, we can go into the kitchen if you want to talk privately. Why are you so red in the face? You seem to be a little embarrassed. What is that supposed to mean? They've been assuming things about us? What do you mean by that? They've been assuming that we're dating? Well, that for sure is not the case. We're just friends. I've never dated anyone in my life. No, I don't plan on dating anyone. For now, at least. No, I have no one in particular at this point. I just, I don't understand why your family would assume that we're dating, just because that we've been close to each other for a while. Yes, it's quite silly. Anyway, I wanted to give you something. A Christmas present. Of course. I mean, we're friends after all, aren't we? Well, I guess you could say we're closer companions than I've ever had before, so... Right then. Actually, it's more than one gift, if you don't mind. I have a couple things here. I realized how much you were eyeing this earlier. It's another brand. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's a fancy watch company, and you seemed to be eyeing it the last time that we went. So, I decided to get it for you. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm glad you do. Huh? Oh, no trouble at all. I just wanted to do this for a friend. Of course. I mean that wholeheartedly. It brings me joy to see you happy. You're welcome. Huh? Right. The second gift. Well, let me see. Here it is. It's, some online money. If you want to, spend it for yourself or your family or anything. It can be used for pretty much anything. No, I'm not embarrassed. It's just, I never thought that you would actually receive these. I thought that I would end up waiting till after Christmas to give these to you. No, I'm not nervous per se. It's just, I was, not expecting the result that I got. Yes, indeed. I'm a little nervous when it comes to pro hero stuff, but when it comes to social stuff, I get quite nervous. Yes, indeed. Anyway, I have the last gift for you. Right here. And here we are. It's, something else that I saw you eyeing. It was this music box. Remember when I asked you about it? You said that it reminded you of an old family treasure that you had. So I wanted to get it for you so that it would, you know. Oh dear, you know what I mean. I'm glad that you like them all. Huh? You have gifts for me as well? Oh, no. You didn't have to get anything for me. Well, that's very kind of you. I will accept these. Let's see. Huh? Oh. These are beautiful. Beautiful earrings. I've never seen anything like them. That's your job? You work as a jeweler? Wow. You have beautiful craftsmanship. I'm truly honored to be receiving such wonderful presents like this. Huh? There's one more. All right, then. You want me to come with you? All right. Right here? Okay. Close my eyes? All right, then. My eyes have been closed. What was that for? Wait. Don't tell me. You like me? Normally I wouldn't be in this kind of predicament, so I don't know how to deal with this. Calm down, Momo. There's gotta be a way to deal with this. I think that you know the obvious answer anyway. Well, if we're being honest about feelings here, then I must have to admit that I feel the same way. I was just too proud to admit it, I guess. I've never had anyone confess to me before, and I think that tipped me over the edge a little bit. So, does that mean that we're dating, as they call it? Oh dear, I don't know what to do. I've never been anyone's girlfriend before, and if you want me to do what I've been doing, then I can do that. Of course, I'll do my best. Now, I need to call you something. Something that will recognize us as a couple. What should I call you, though? Well, you are like my royalty. You've reminded me of like a king or a queen since we first met. Or a princess or a prince. Yes, I know you were crying when we first met, but you were still like royalty, so maybe I should call you my crown? Or my jewel? You like that one? Alright then. You'll be my jewel. And not like that kind of jewel, I mean like the shiny jewel, if you know what I mean. The precious gems. Maybe that would be better then. Alright. You'll be my gem. Alright then, my gem. I guess since your family's in the other room, we should tell them that their suspicions were correct. Of course. I'm ready. Merry Christmas. And thank you, my gem. Oh. Good morning, my gem. I didn't see you come in. How are you? No, you weren't bothering me. I just was lost in thought. About what? Well, it's complicated. It's also related to hero work, so... Huh? You're right. It is best to keep an open communication with you about these kinds of things. Alright then. Please, come on in and have a seat. I'll make us some tea. Here we are. There you go. Not too hot? Ah, perfect. Alright then, well, I guess you can say that I've been thinking about a lot from the past year. I just can't say that I've done a whole lot as a pro. Unfortunately, I'm not as popular as some of the other pro heroes, and, well, it's quite shameful, actually, for me to look back at what I've done this year and even call myself a pro. It's quite embarrassing and... Huh? I understand your reason for that, but it's all right. I don't need flattery. I know that I'm not the strongest. I may have strategic abilities, but I'm not the best when it comes to interacting with other heroes that I don't know. And it's one of my weaknesses. Also, I just tend to lose confidence in myself. So I end up in a lot more problems, and it causes a lot of pain, and it feels terrible when I have to... Huh? Stop talking about myself that way. Unfortunately, it's the truth. There's nothing much I could do about it except try to change myself for the better. Huh? Don't change anything? Why are you saying that? Did you not understand my reasoning? It would change who I was as a person? I understand. Living as a civilian, it's hard for people to understand that pro-hero work is not easy, and it takes a lot of time and planning. We can't just go and rescue someone. We need to think of a strategy and a plan. And there are heroes out there that receive fame and glory for doing heroic acts and doing things that would be considered irrational. But I'm not those kinds of people. I'm not one to take risks like my classmates were. Although my strategic planning helped at some points, it wasn't always the best, and I ended up making several mishaps because of it. I know that, and I still haven't learned from it. I have so much to learn. I'm making so many rookie mistakes, and I often feel like it's... Huh? What are you... You're hugging me. Why? You want to encourage me? It's actually quite nice to hear you say that. Yes. I would appreciate that. Your kind words mean a lot to me, as they always have. You really are special, my gem. Yes. But you're even more special than any gem. You're like a rare orichalcum. A rare gem that's only been discovered once. It's unique and beautiful and shining. And only one person in the world is like that for anyone. And for me, you are my orichalcum, my gemstone. Yes. I mean what I say. You're always encouraging me, making me happy and smile. I don't know how many times that we've laughed together, and it's more times than I've ever really laughed in my whole life. It's quite amazing, and I enjoy spending every moment that I can with you. If only I had met you sooner. Yes. I've loved every single moment that we've spent together this past year. And I don't regret it. I have to wonder, do you have a New Year's resolution? Some people have resolutions, and they've been telling me them. And they're quite selfless most of the time, especially when they come from pro heroes. So I was wondering, what is your resolution, if you have one? I see. That's quite a big task. But you know, I'll help you in any way that I can. Absolutely. I'll make sure that that resolution becomes a reality. Of course. I'm always happy to help. Not a bother at all. I may have helped you a lot, but that's because I care for you. And don't forget, you've helped me as well. And for that I am truly grateful. We both help each other and support each other. Isn't that what a relationship should be? That's right. Huh? My resolution? Well, actually, I have two. Well, the first is to become a stronger hero, and raise myself to the point where I can say that I've truly been acting like a pro. And then the second one is to spend as much time with you as I can. I don't want any moment between the two of us to go to waste. Yes. Because we're together. We support each other. And I love you. I'm glad you feel the same way. Well, let us both strive to work harder for our goals in the coming year. Indeed. We'll work hard together, my gem.
Ah, there you are, my gem. Welcome. Yes, thank you for coming over to my house. I came over to your house last time, so I figured that, well, I should invite you over to mine. I know it seems like a lot, but please, make yourself at home. Yes. I have a lot, and I've been blessed with a lot. So, I'm terribly sorry if all of this overwhelms you. Yes, my parents and I have the finest of tastes, so everything in here is very lavish, and at costs that I dare not mention. So, I just want to say, thank you again for coming over. So, oh, you brought something over. You didn't need to do that. Huh? You brought a dessert. Oh my, it looks quite scrumptious. I'll definitely have to try this later. Yes, I have a dinner plan all prepared for us. I want to make sure that my gem gets the best treatment.
starting off with a kiss. Huh? I'm acting bolder. No, I'm not. Not really for any reason. I'm happy to see you. Is that so much to ask for? Well, I'm glad. Anyway, why don't I give you the tour of the house? Would you like that? All right then. I'll give you the grand tour. Yes, I do have several maids and butlers here as well. They do their jobs diligently, and... Huh? No, of course. They get paid the best, of course. I make sure that they get all of their dues, and I'd never treat them anything less than the best. They are human beings as well, after all. I'm not some heartless monster. I'm glad you never thought I was. I'd be worried if you thought you were dating a monster. Well then, shall we? This is the main hall. I post a lot of the pictures and portraits of my family here. We have quite a lot of them. This one was from when I was a girl. A young girl, anyway. I think I was around 6 or 7. Yes, I would often wear these frilly dresses. I don't wear much of them anymore. I mostly stick to business suits now. Yes, business suits I find more comfortable, but I will wear a dress on occasion. Yes, I believe that wearing a dress for a formal occasion is the most proper thing to do. Yes. Well, this next one was when I was about 12. I was just about to go into my teenage years, so it would have been around the time I'd be starting, middle school, I believe. Yes. Of course. The middle school that I went to was a private middle school. Most of the schools that I went to in general, other than UA, were private. UA, on the other hand, was an audition. You had to audition to get into it. Well, I shouldn't say audition. More like you had to take an extreme practical exam. However, I was entered into UA on recommendation, so I had a different test. Yes. It was like the obstacle course at UA Sports Festival my first year. It was quite interesting, to say the least, and somehow I managed to make it through. Yes, at that point my quirk wasn't as strong. So I had even more doubt in myself. I don't feel as much of that doubt anymore, but still, it's hard sometimes to get over it. Yes. Anyway, I should move on. This was me in my first year of high school. Yes, I still pretty much look the same. Yes. That is the high school uniform that the UA students would wear. Oh, yes. UA days were amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love UA. UA was a great school and still is. Still teaching young heroes up to this day. Yes. I'm grateful for all the teachers I had. Mr. Aizawa, President Mike, Miss Midnight,
Yes, all of them. I appreciated every single one of them, even though others may not have. Absolutely. I take great pride in our school. Being an alumni from there, I can truly say that I am honored to have gone to UA. Yes. And this one here is the most recent one. This was actually done around Christmas time, last year. Yes. And well, this year, I hope that I can arrange someone to come and paint the two of us as a couple. What would you think of that? Would you like that? I would too. The two of us together in a painting. That would be a truly wonderful masterpiece. Although, I might be selfish and rather keep that portrait to myself. It's not bad. Yes. I love you very much, my gem. I sometimes don't want to share that fact with anyone else, because I don't want them getting jealous of us. Huh? Let them be jealous. I guess you're right. It's not up to them whether we're in a relationship or not. Everyone has their own thing and their own opinions. So I will allow them to think what they will, but that won't change the fact that you're my gem. And, well, I won't let anyone else steal that from me. Oh, goodness, I'm starting to sound possessive now. I'm terribly sorry. Well, I'm glad it's not bothering you, at least. Yes. I truly do believe that you are the greatest thing that has ever happened to me in my life. You're worth more than all the riches that I could ever ask for. Even more than all of the money that my family has, combined with all of the money in the world. I love you so much. Right then. Shall we continue on with the rest of the tour? And then go to the dining hall? Yes, let's. Right this way.
Quite a boring day. I'm stuck at my house due to terrible weather. And yet I have no idea what to do with myself. Huh? Coming! Hey! Hello there, my gem. It's good to see you, but hurry, come inside. It's quite nasty out there. I'm surprised to see you here, even with this tough weather. I'm really happy to see you. Yes, I was just about to text you, actually, but now that you're here in person, it's even better. Oh dear, you're freezing. I'll get you some hot tea. Let's see. Which flavor would you prefer? Ginger or lemon or a black tea, perhaps? A lemon tea? Of course. I'll have that come up right away. while the water is boiling, I must ask, why did you travel all the way here? You wanted to make sure I was okay. You're so sweet. I always appreciate that about you. Yes, indeed. I truly love the fact that we both care for each other enough to do these kinds of things for each other. It's something that I've always wanted to have in a relationship, and now that I'm finally receiving it, I almost don't know what to do with myself. Yes. Why was I about to text you before you arrived? Well, I was kind of wondering what to do with myself. I mean, since we're stuck inside now, due to the terrible weather, I didn't exactly know what to do. So I was about to text you and talk to you for a bit, take my mind off of the boredom. Yes, I believe that now that you're here, this is going to be a better day. Luckily, we both have the day off today, so we won't get in trouble for not being at work. Yes. I purposefully asked for a day off. I have someone else running the agency at this point. My top sidekick is running the agency today. And then they get the day off tomorrow when I come back. Yes. It's a system that we both worked out a while ago. In fact, she almost insisted that I get the day off. And, well, of course, everything worked out. Yes. Oh, the water's boiling. All right then. Here we go. Here's the tea for you. You're very welcome. So, I was wondering, would you just like to talk for a while? And then, maybe do some shopping later if the weather clears up? Or watch some movies or something? Anything that you want, really. I'm up to anything. Yes, I would enjoy it. Whatever you decide, you don't have to decide right away. Take all the time that you need. I'm really sweet? Well, I'm flattered that you say that. Thank you, my gem. You're always quite the charmer when it comes to compliments. Something that I'm not always used to. Yes, I believe that doubting myself all those years ago, it caused me a lot of, how do I say it? Emotional stress. So, whenever I receive a compliment now, I always tend to get embarrassed and tend to shy away. Yes, I know that you've had to deal with that firsthand around New Year's. And again, I apologize for you having to deal with me like that. Huh? I'm glad that you were able to help pull me out of it, though. Huh? Have I caught up with any of my friends? Well, yes, actually. I hung out with a lot of the girls from my class the other day. Yes, all of them are pro heroes now. And they are doing extremely well. Yes, I believe that they're often doing better than me. and I'm proud of them for it. As the vice class representative of our class, I would always be hard on them to make sure that everyone was doing their best. And I'm just glad that they're my friends and, well, that we've known each other for so long. Yes, indeed. Huh? My hair is down? Oh, right. I keep forgetting that you normally don't see me with my hair down like this. Is it bad? Do you not like it? Oh. You think it's cute. Well, I appreciate that. It's just, well, I'm not used to that. Like I said, I'm not used to compliments like that. Well, I'm glad that we enjoy each other the way we are. No matter what we look like, or what we wear, or how we wear our hair, or anything. It warms my heart that you always, compliment me, and, well, I compliment you. We both compliment each other, and it's a healthy balance. Yes, even making each other embarrassed sometime is a balance. Yes, I always appreciate it. And, well, whenever you're feeling down or upset, you let me know, alright? And I'll always be there. I'll always be there to take good care of you. Just like you've taken care of me in the past. It was truly amazing to hear someone comfort me like that. And a hug? Sure. I love a good hug. I don't give them too often, but I do appreciate a good hug. Yes. You want a kiss now, too? All right, then. Just one for now. How was that? Was that good? I'm glad. Well then, why don't we put on a movie? That sounds good. I'm glad. Let's get comfy and enjoy our time together. I love you, my gem. I love you so much. Welcome in. Huh? Oh, it's my gem. Hello there. Are you all right? You seem to look stressed. Come here, sit down. Is everything all right? It's all right. You are not bothering me in the slightest. I actually was just finishing up some paperwork. I'm not busy right now, so of course you can talk to me. You don't want anyone else to hear this? All right then. Excuse me. Could you please make sure that no one else comes in here at this time? Thank you very much. My bodyguards will make sure that no one else comes in here at this point. Now, go ahead and tell me. What's the matter? hard day. I'm so sorry. What made it so hard, if I may ask? Oh my goodness. Jobs. Oh. I'm sorry. I've never had experience with that kind of a job, so unfortunately I can't relate. But it must be terrible. I'm so sorry. Is there any way that I can help? There must be something. It's made you feel down on yourself. You needn't be. It wasn't even your fault. Yes. You said that you were blamed for something, right? That you didn't do, right? Yes. Like I said, I've never had experience with that sort of thing. But I'm truly sorry. And I want you to know that it wasn't your fault, so you don't need to be so down on yourself about it. You can be yourself. You don't have to do what anyone else wants. It's you that matters the most in this point. The other person will receive their due punishment in time. I can tell you that. I may have a word with your boss about this, is what it means. I'm doing this to encourage you. To make you feel better about yourself. You did the same for me at the beginning of the new year. Remember when I was feeling hard on myself? You were there for me. You were the one that pulled me out of that pit of misery. Now let me do the same for you. You are the most important person in my life. I want to make sure that you get the care that you deserve and the encouragement you need. Because you are worth it. You are absolutely worth it. Please, never ever doubt yourself just because of something like this. It's not worth it. Like I said, that person will be receiving their punishment. I know it may not relate to my company, or my job even for that matter, but I still want to help you. I want to be the best person that I can for you. The best girlfriend that I can be. Because you're my gem. And no one treats my gem like this. Because my gem is the most beautiful person on the face of the earth. And no one can ever take that away from them. Physically or mentally. Because in here, in your heart, that's where it matters the most. And you're always right here in my heart. This necklace and these earrings that you gave me for Christmas, I treasure them with all my heart because I love you. And you gave these to me. And you are a kind person, kind, caring person, diligent, intelligent, wise. And yet, you are so selfless and kind and caring of others. You are strong. Stronger than I am sometimes. And I'm not saying that to doubt myself. I'm saying that because it's true. You're very strong. You've helped me through some troublesome times. And we support each other. This relationship is for both of us. Open communication that both of us can understand. I want you to know that. And I want you to know that I will always be here for you, no matter what. No matter what you say or what happens, I will always be here for you. I know that you're not a liar. No matter what they call you, you are you. And I am me. The two of us together are a pair. And since that's the case, nothing can separate us, ever. You were worried that I was going to leave you over something like this? Of course not. What kind of ridiculous question is that? It's absurd and inhumane for someone to leave someone just because of an incident like this. Achoo! Excuse me. I apologize. Anyway, like I was saying, you are the most important. Yes. Not even a sneeze can dissuade me from this conversation because I love you. I love you so much, my gem. And I never want you to ever feel down on yourself. I'm here, right here, physically, and even when I'm not here physically. I'm always in your heart, and you are in mine, and in my thoughts, and I want you to know that I'm always here for you. I may say this many times over, but I am always here. My door is always open. I'm always open for these kinds of conversations. Yes. Anything you need, I'll be here for you. Huh? You need a hug? Of course. I can always give you a hug or a cuddle. You don't even need to ask. See? I'll always be willing to give you hugs and comfort whenever you need it. I'll always be here to give that to you. Hugs and cuddles and comfort, warm tea and whatever you could want. Huh? You want a kiss as well? Of course. I can always do that for you. I love you, my gem. I love you so much. Like I said, anything you need, I'm right here to deliver for you. Of course. Of course I mean it. I'll never, ever, ever leave you alone. And especially not for something stupid like this. I will be talking to your boss about this immediately. Of course. I'll call them up on the phone right now. Of course, my gem. Because you're worth it. You're worth every phone call and every ounce of my time. Because I love you. Now, let's make that phone call, shall we? Ah, there you are. Welcome, my gem. Are you ready? I'm glad. Thank you for accepting my invitation to come to this party with me. I know it may seem a little awkward being surrounded by a lot of upperclassmen families, but I hope that you'll still enjoy yourself nonetheless. Of course. I'll stay with you the whole time, I promise. Hmm? Of course. I won't leave your side. Right then, shall we head in? All right then. Hmm? It's all right. You can stay close to me. I'm not going to leave you. And oh, hello. Sorry. I know a lot of these families here, so I often greet them whenever I see them. We greet each other in friendly courtesy. Right then. Where shall we start? They have a good table over there filled with food. Would you like to try some? I'm sure you'll love it. Come on, let's go fill up some plates. I'm quite hungry myself. Yes, I may have overused my quirk a little bit today in work. Sorry about that. Yes, not to the point of me passing out, but enough that I feel a little sluggish. Yes, I promise. I'll be more careful, my gem. Hmm? Oh, of course. I want to do my best to be there for you. Hmm? Of course. I mean, it's a little congested sometimes. I do admit that. But I hope that you'll enjoy it nonetheless. All right then. Let's pick out some good things. Ooh, quite a delicious selection here as always. Huh? Oh dear. Hmm? Yes, I'm having a hard time deciding. Should I go for the chocolate one or the strawberry one for dessert? Huh? I guess you're right. I could always pick both. You know what? I'll do just that. Thank you, my gem. What a perfect decision. Hmm? Of course. I normally... Well... What to say about it? I normally do come to parties like this. But... It's hard sometimes. Either I don't have time or... Sometimes I just don't want to. But today I felt like coming, which is why I invited you. Oh, excuse us. It does tend to get a little crowded in here after a while. There are several terraces we could go out on if you get a little uncomfortable. Great. Just let me know and we can go outside so that you don't have to feel uncomfortable. Of course. You want to dance? Sure. Do you know a traditional waltz dance? You do? No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm surprised. Well then, let's go on, shall we? You're quite good at this. I do admit that. Although I should have expected nothing less from you, my gem. You will never cease to amaze me, in whatever you do. Of course. Huh? Sorry, am I spinning too much? All right, I'll slow down a little bit. How's this? This better? Great. All right. I can stop now. I'm a little tired. Aren't you? Yeah. It's getting quite a bit crowded now. You want to go out on the terrace now? That's perfectly fine. Of course. It's, No, nothing at all. Right then, let's go. It's quite nice out tonight. It's not too chilly, but it's a clear night. What do you think? Do you like it? I'm glad that you do. Getting to spend time with you like this is quite amazing, and I enjoy it a lot. Being able to spend time with the two of us is truly a treat, and I hope that we can continue to do things like this. Absolutely. It's something that I'd love to do with you. After all, you are my gem, and we're dating. So, I want to do my best to spend as much time with you as I can. So, I will invite you to more parties like this, if that is what you would like. You'd like that? Great. I'm glad. Huh? Oh, of course. I would love to come to some of your parties as well. I know they won't be as fancy as this, but I don't mind that at all. Just spending time with you is enough for me. Of course. It makes me happy. No, of course. Of course you're not bothering me. Like I said, I would love it if you would invite me to some parties of yours. Huh? Yes. I mean it. It will be a fun time. I mean, even though it got congested in there, I was having an enjoyable time with you. And even just talking like this is quite wonderful. Yes. I do enjoy spending time with you, my gem. So much so that I wish it could never end. I hope that it won't ever end. I love you, my gem. Yes. I love you very much. Oh, it looks like they're about to do the ending ceremony. Time flows so fast. Right then, shall we go in? Let's go. Oh, my gem. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Good afternoon. Hmm? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on a patrol. Hmm? Yes. I don't normally go on patrols that often, but on a day such like this, I need to. Hmm? I just, well, sometimes it's important. And since I'm the head of my agency, I need to go out and do patrols quite a bit. Even though I don't do them too often, I do them at least once every other day. Hmm? How is that not often? Well, normally people go on patrols once to twice every day. That is considered often. For me, doing it once every other day is, it's not always considered normal. Anyway, you'd like to join me? Well, sure, if you would like. I mean, I would definitely enjoy the company. Absolutely. I would definitely enjoy your company. It's, no, it's not like that. It's just, I didn't expect you to actually want to, you know? It's, well, not something that people would do on a normal basis. Yes, I guess you're right. There is really no sense of normalcy. True, true. Normal is different for everyone, so... Hmm? Of course. I understand entirely. Well then, shall we continue? Perfect. Hmm? Other than the patrol, what have I been up to today? Well, nothing much. I've mainly been focusing on paperwork and stuff. I haven't had my tea time yet, so... Hmm? Yes, normally after tea time is when I focus on my training. Hmm? Of course I train a little bit. I do train some still. It's, well, something that you have to keep in the habit of. Physical strength is important with your quirks, no matter what type of quirk you had. Hmm? Of course. Being expressive of what quirk you have and keeping yourself up physically is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Absolutely. Hmm? Oh, no, not at all. What? Uh, come now. It's all right. It's, it's fine. I understand if you don't entirely understand the situation. Yes, it is hard for people to understand sometimes. But I'm glad that you're still listening to me ramble, and that you're understanding where I'm coming from. Hmm? Oh. It's, It's, well, something that you would... It's, I don't know what to call it. It's just something that I don't, it's something that I don't really know how to explain. But I'm glad you're still listening to me. Darn it, I don't normally mess up my words like this or even stutter this often. It's, not something that's normal for me. Normally I'm calm and collected, but it's hard to be sometimes when you're around, my gem. It's nothing bad, of course, it's just I love you a lot. And, well, it's sometimes hard to explain. I mean, I like you a lot, and you know this, and well, we're obviously dating, and I should probably stop talking. This is making me even more nervous. I don't know why I'm so nervous today. It's nothing bad. It's, it's, I don't understand sometimes why I do things the way that I do. No, of course not. I don't... It's not that I don't know what to say, it's just... Alright, it's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. I'm nervous about talking to you on a patrol because I'm afraid people will see us and, well, really, they don't, it's, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I don't, huh? Alright. I'll try not to get flustered too much. It's just hard sometimes. I mean, it's not that it's bad, my gem. Not at all. I just... Alright. I'll try not to get as flustered. I mean, I have you here with me, so I really don't have a reason. Yes, it shouldn't be this awkward, and I know that, but I guess being on a patrol with the person that you're dating or caring about can tend to be a little nerve-wracking sometimes. I mean, I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of you or anything like that. Not at all, my gem. I hope that didn't give off that impression. Oh. Just hold still. What do you... Well, I guess that should get me to stop worrying for a while. Why do you always have to be able to find ways for me to do this and, well, calm down? You're amazing at doing that when I'm stressed. And I don't know how you do it, but you truly are amazing, my gem. No matter what you say. Well, oh, it looks like we're already back at the Hero Agency. Why don't you come inside with me and join me for tea time? That's perfect. Follow me then.